Hey there, welcome to another edition of Ignition 101. In this video, we're going to be talking about competitive intelligence in Ignition and how to use competitive intelligence to both create battle cards, automatically monitor what's going on with competitors, enable your sales team with those insights, and then also analyze your win-loss data from your CRM in order to create more effective insights to guide your product roadmap as well as your go-to-market efforts. So competitive intel is kind of broken into three main parts. You basically have your battle cards section, which is where you're automatically monitoring competitors and then also creating talking points that you can share with sales. Your win-loss is basically where you're going to do win-loss analysis, integrate into your sales data, and then get reporting on that as well as insights out of it. And then news is just going to be a feed of all the news pulled from your battle cards for your competitors at any given time. So this all starts with creating battle cards. It's one of the quickest ways to get to a bunch of value in Ignition. So all you do to create a battle card here, I've created a workspace for Gusto, which is a payroll software company in San Francisco. And I'm going to create a battle card for a competitor. So I'm going to use my old company, Rippling, and basically we'll drop in a competitor's URL here. All we need to do to create these battle cards is just drop in that competitor's URL. If you want to create a battle card for a sub-product, say for example, you compete with Google, but you compete with Google Docs and not with Google in the aggregate, you can always drop in specific subdomains or subdirectories. So just drop the full URL for their most prominent product page, and then we'll try and create a battle card as closely as possible to that product. There will be some data that's going to be at the company level, but basically that a lot of the talking points and analysis and news should be focused on that individual competitor. So we're going to drop in and create this battle card here. We'll create it. As you can see, we are automatically populating a whole bunch of data right out of the gate. So we populate a bunch of firmographic data. We're tracking this on a continuous basis. All of your data is automatically monitored. We're pulling things like recent news, snapshots of the competitor's website, as well as other attachments. And so within these screenshots, you can also customize what pages you want to track within this competitor's site. So if you want to, for example, track a pricing page, just click this manage page tracking button and then add whatever other pages you would like to track in your battle card, and we will pull those automatically. As you can see here, we also automatically populated some competitive talking points. I haven't added a lot of context for Gusto here, so we're getting some very lightweight talking points in this, but basically what we do is we analyze those competitors' websites, reviews, etc., and pull out a bunch of data about them to highlight what they're good at, what they're bad at, and how to sell against them. You're also getting SEO data as well as review scores. So we will pull this automatically. You don't need to do anything. Same thing with review scores. We'll pull this continuously. And with these review scores, you can also always generate talking points or takeaways from those reviews. So we'll pull out the common strengths and weaknesses for these competitors as well, based on what customers are saying. So once you've got your battle cards created, there's a couple of ways to share them. So one, you should try organizing your battle cards with the tagging system. That'll allow you to group and sort and change the display of this view. But when you want to export battle cards, you can either share them via the share function inside of the battle card. This will basically create a public URL. You can turn this on and then copy the link and share that link with anybody, and they won't need to log into Ignition to get access to it. If you would like to export to a CRM, you can also use this export button in the main battle cards view, where you can go and configure a CRM to populate this into. That will then basically create a widget inside of the CRM, inside of the deal or opportunity object, where your sales team can access all of the battle cards that you've chosen to share with them. And again, they won't need to log into Ignition to go and do that. So let's move on to win-loss analysis, which is the other key part of competitive intelligence. Within win-loss analysis, basically what we're doing is we're connecting to our CRM data. So I'm going to use Salesforce in this case, and I'll plug into a test account that we've got. All you need to do is select the CRM that you want to pull this data from. You can see here that win-loss is one of the use cases in this. And then when you hit connect, we are going to essentially pull where's the screen for this? Sorry, I think Loom might be getting in the way of my of the screen. Let me try connecting HubSpot instead. Let me go back real quick and just go back to Salesforce. Yeah, I think Loom is doing something to mess with Salesforce's module here. So I'm going to connect to a HubSpot account. This is going to be messier test data, but I'll give you some degree of insight into what's going on here. So when I go to connect HubSpot, basically what we're doing is we are, oops, sorry, let me refresh. Oops. I'm going to refresh this real quick. I'm having internet issues or something to that effect. Go back to my research tab. Okay, and we're back. So I went and connected HubSpot. This is going to be some messier test data that's not going to be as interesting, but basically all I got asked for was a simple OAuth to log in with my HubSpot login, and then I was able to connect here. You'll land in this view on the use case selection screen where you can choose kind of what things you want to enable for this integration. In this case, we're trying to do win-loss analysis, so I'm going to connect the win-loss screen. And basically from here, I need to select a couple of different objects. So I need to select where my competitor lives. So usually that's going to be on a deal object or on a opportunity object. So in our case, it's on the deal object here, and then it is in a competitor lost to field. So you need to select where that competitor name is going to live in your CRM. Then there's usually going to be some kind of lost reason, which exists, again, probably on the deal or the opportunity object. And this lost reason is usually going to be lost reason, some kind of drop-down field that's going to include a drop-down of why you won or lost the deal. And then you're going to have deal notes, which are usually going to be, again, on the deal object. And this is just the qualitative data that your sales team is collecting and tracking around why that deal is won or lost, or anything that's going on with that deal. So in this case, we're going to pull in from lost notes. So we have a field called close lost notes for our lost deals. And we're going to hit continue. It's going to save this, and it's going to pop us back into win-loss. It's going to take a minute to load, but basically what's going to happen here is you're going to see all of your data start populating in here. You may need to hit refresh in order to get it to show. So we're pulling all this data in. You're getting all of your deals, and then also the data on your win rate, ACV, and deal velocity. So if I refresh this, again, it's going to take a minute for this to pull in. I may have selected the wrong fields here, and if I did, then it's not going to show anything. But we'll give it a second. Looks like it may not work, but basically what you're going to get on the other side of this is you're going to get visualization of your win rate, your ACV per deal, as well as your deal velocity. This can all be filtered by competitors, so you can slice and dice this by specific segments or competitors that you're competing against. We'll give you visualization here. We'll also pull in all the raw deal data here so you can go and reference it. And then you can use this summarization section to generate takeaways around these competitors and extract insights into why you are winning and losing deals. So try connecting your CRM and let us know if you have any problems. We're always happy to help. Thanks.